absolute stinker. I'm not overly happy with my transfer window. What I am happy about is that I am a legend. The club legend. How good does that feel? Even better, well, not even better, he's obviously still second compared to me. Fidel O'Rourke as an icon. How do you like them apples? You're only here for one thing, aren't you, really? And that's transfers. And looking here, you'll see Alex Bass is on this list, because I'm looking at the end of last season. We'll start with Meli Muhlenstein. I've been scouting this guy since we came up. He turned me down to go to Zwolle last year from RKC. And then this year, we got him for 100k. So, yeah, he's okay. He's on £3,000 a week. He's a fringe player. 3 stars, can play DM, centre-back. He's a good, useful option. We have also signed Gerald Dihanic, who has gone out on loan to Salford for the year. Salford, whatever. Can play on the right and then central midfield and striker. I see him more as a winger, I think. He's quite gifted physically, good passing though, good aggression. That's what we love to see. I was scouting him for a little while at Hibernian, and then we got the option to sign him on a free transfer for 450 quid a week, and I jumped at it. So next we have Haji Mnoga. Yeah, he's my right back. He's my new right back. Tavernier is crap now. It's super old, not physically there anymore. And Haji Mnoga was getting released by Portsmouth, so I jumped at the chance to bring him in. He's agreed to be a squad player on £5 grand a week. Physically great, technically great, mentally great. Absolute no-brainer here. He's only signed a 2-year deal. However, I believe in his last year... Nope. I thought in his last year he'd get an extra year if he played a certain amount of games, but that is not the case. We've also signed, this is the exciting one, Neil Kerr on a free from Partick Thistle. 3.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential. A physical monster, 6 foot tall, 17 acceleration, 17 pace, 19 agility. Nobody is going to be able to touch this guy if his dribbling improves. Amazing flair, good teamwork, 17 technique. This guy is going to score some goals for us this year, I think. And he'll be starting on a right-hand side. You'll notice he's taken number 7 from Andy Gray because he has gone out on loan to Grimsby for the year. Still potentially one of the best players at the club. But he didn't get a lot of game time last year. He came on off the bench 14 times out of his 21 appearances. Didn't score a single goal following a season where he scored 13 in the league. Yeah, he was disappointing last year. And alongside Andy Gray, Lewis Kinsella has gone on loan to Grimsby. Scored 6 goals last year, mostly off the bench again. Another one that needed game time. He needs to go out and be the star player somewhere. We've also loaned out Tommy Stahl, has gone to Clyde again for the year. No, he's not. He's gone to Notts County for the year. Ignore that. We'll get to him. No, we'll get to him now. Yeah, he's gone on loan to Notts County for the year. Once again, that's purely for game time. Still 18 years old. And look at those mentals. They're just, everything is getting better with this guy. Next year we'll reevaluate. But I think he probably will end up being one of the best players at the club. You saw Dihanic went on loan, and Ross McLean is at Wimbledon on loan after a fairly decent few years at Montrose on loan. 4 years in a row he spent there on loan. Wow. No, 3 years in a row. I don't know why that's like that. Yeah, he was okay. It's time he got some football at higher quality. And we'll go to what I've done this season. So, we'll start on this side. Jack Millard comes in from Brentford for 125,000, 2.5k a week. He's our starting left back. He's the best I could get, unfortunately. Physically, all right. Mentally, unreal. And technically all right. He fits into our new system with a supportive fullback, which I'll explain shortly. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. Him and Osu will fight for the left back position. Next, we have a returning face. The second time I've signed him. This time for £700,000 from Cardiff. It's actually only 400 because we got half of the sale to Cardiff. Yeah, Francis McCulloch. He's gone back out on loan to Bolton because he needs game time. He's going to come back and fight to be a centre back for us. He's good. He's a very good centre back. Thomas Trazzi. This is a bit tragic, to be fair. We agreed to sign him in January, and it didn't tell us that he wouldn't get a work permit. So we agreed to sign him, and then it got to summer, and it said, "Oh, this guy hasn't got a work permit," so he's gone out on loan. He got his work permit rejected. I thought it was odd, and we're probably going to flip him for a profit. Next, who do we go for next? Zane Mon-Lewis, I think. We spent 1.2 million on him. He's good, maybe a bit underwhelming. Very good positioning and tackling. That's what made me pick him up. 6 foot tall, decent physically, pretty good technically. Yeah, I'm contemplating whether or not this was the right choice to make. He is on 4k a week and he's a squad player, so he's not being overly paid, and if he's crap, I can take him out. Who next? Which are the freebies next? Mario Lemina is a big one. Ex-Juventus and Fulham player. I like him. I think he's really good. He played for Southampton as well, didn't he? Yeah. He's been about. He's going to come in to help lead us. Hopefully he won't play that much football, but he is on £7,000 a week, so I'm going to try and make my money's worth. But mentally, he's great. Technically, he's absolutely brilliant. 14 passing, 15 first touch, 13 tackling. That's what we were missing last year, is we didn't have many good tacklers in the centre midfield spot. So I brought in 2. The next one being Hernani from Arsenal Tula on loan. He's been in Russia, played thrice for them. But the year before that, he was at Burnley. And again, physically, not amazing. Decent natural fitness and jumping reach, so he won't regress that much. But he's 6'2", got 14 tackling and technique, amazing work rate, good composure. He's going to be that ball-winning midfielder that we need in the middle of the park. He can play absolutely any role that I ask of him. Admittedly, physically, he might be let down a little bit there, but that doesn't matter. He is the highest paid player at our club by about £4,000. But he's got pedigree. He's here for 2 years. Hopefully he makes it a good 2 years. Next we have Kevin Canavo. He comes in to be the pressure on Fidel O'Rourke this year. 11 goals in 29 games for Empoli in 8 years is not filling me with confidence. But physically he's amazing. Mentally he's amazing. He's got really good finishing, composure, aggression, determination off the ball. I think he'll be a fantastic player for us. He came in for free, obviously. Not played all that much football. But when he did last year, he scored 4 goals in 2 games. I mean, impact. And finally, the one I haven't shown you is John Mitchell. He comes in alongside Kerr from Partick Thistle. He was on loan at Morton last year, and he got 24 goal contributions in 33 games. And he looks amazing. I've signed an attacking midfielder, and you'll see why shortly. But he's got amazing long shots, first touch, anticipation, flair, off the ball, vision, technique. This guy is going to be absolutely phenomenal. He's going to be playing for the Scotland national team in absolutely no time. In terms of outs, obviously you saw McCulloch went out on loan, Trazzi went out on loan, Craig Green has once again gone out on loan to Morton this time. This one's quite sad. Andy McPherson has gone out on loan to MacArthur. Now, I don't really know what to do with him because he's been here since season 1. And since then, he's played loads of games. He was best in League One in the first season. Last year, he didn't make that much of an impact. He got a couple of championship goals under his belt. I'm going to keep him until we get promoted to the Premier League at least, purely because I want him to score a Premier League goal. He's our all-time top appearance holder at the club with 169. Nice. I think he'll get overtaken by O'Rourke this year, maybe. Yeah, we'll see where his career goes in the coming seasons, but he's currently on loan at MacArthur FC in Australia. Next we say goodbye to Owen O'Connell, who came for free last year, played 20 games and has left for 200 grand. I mean, what else can you say? He's an okay centre-back, but he's 30 years old, and I thought it was better to flip him for what we could get. Alongside O'Connell, Franco Delic goes to Huddersfield. 3 years with him. He only played twice last year. It's not fair to keep a player like that under the cosh. He'll be a League One player at best as well. Yeah, he's not good enough for the Championship, and I don't think he ever will be. But going to the Championship, today we play Norwich, and we will be using this formation, 4-2-3-1. Now, one of the things we struggled with last year was being countered. This should stop that. So when we're getting attacked, our fullbacks will stay where they are, hopefully, instead of being up here past our wing-backs. I'm contemplating overlapping them. But we're keeping it simple with our instructions. We're going to play fairly narrow, high tempo, short pass, run at their defence. In transition, we're going to counter press and counter, and make sure we get the ball out quickly so that when we do counter, it's quick. We're going to press them all the time and get stuck in, but we're going to sit nice and low. So we'll let them have the ball for a bit, and then we'll try and take it off them at the last second and break. We've got the pace to do it. Alec Bellis is quite quick, 14-14. Cordoba is also fairly quick. Not as quick as I thought he was. Anyway, he's got the aggression to do so, and he looks amazing, by the way. He was under offer from Everton in the summer, and I managed to get O'Rourke to talk him round. We've had some interest from big clubs for our players. You can see O'Loughlin's already wanted by Huddersfield and Watford. Millard's wanted online, that doesn't matter. Medley's wanted by Luton, that doesn't matter. But we rejected a bid from Nigeria from Man United for like 300 grand, and I told them I wanted 120, and obviously they pulled out. But Preston keep putting crap offers in for him, so we'll see what happens at the end of the transfer window. I have no plans to let him go, but if he does go, Bass is a good option to bring on, and Will Jaskalainen is also in the league below, so I could pick him up if I wanted to. But this is how we're going to start today, with Nigeria, Hadji at right back, Millard at left back, Mon Lewis and Medley. So it's 3 out of the 5 at the back are new players, and a completely new central midfield pairing of Hanani and Lamina. But Bellis on the right, Cordoba on the left, and O'Loughlin through the middle. They're both playing slightly further. All 3 of these actually are playing further forward than they would have last year in the flat 4-4-2. But we've also put O'Rourke up front by himself. I'm not 100% sure if he likes being up front by himself. Where can I see? Because you can have a look somewhere where it says prefers to play in a front 3 or something. But I guess he doesn't care. Yeah, good. That's the sign of a good striker. And on the bench we have the utility man Bobby Copping, Probert, Max Power, Neil Kerr, Mitchell, Thorburn and Canavo. No spots for anyone else really. Maxwell's staying here for another year, and so is Baker, so is Benicio. But yeah, I'm happy with this bench. This is a very, very strong bench because Canavo can also play on the right. We have a decent amount of players that can play all these different roles if need be. In the future, I want O'Loughlin's to improve his tackling. Is his tackling actually being worked on? No, I'm going to work on his tackling. Nope. Where is tackling? Where is tackling? Is it even in? Can you even improve tackling in this? No, you can't. Okay, so he's probably going to learn to be an attacking midfielder. We do have an offer on another attacking midfielder from Ipswich, who I'll show you if we get him. It looks like it's going to be a loan to buy for him. We still got £7 million in the budget as well. So let's take on Norwich at Carrow Road. The Norwich side is strong. Zeki Chelik, I recognise. Glenn Kamara and Reece Nelson, Todd Cantwell and Neil Mopai. It's just ridiculous at this level. We've got Max Power. I know he's the man, but still. We're wearing our yellow at Norwich, who also wear yellow. Why couldn't we wear our turquoise? What's wrong with that? Yeah, I've got faith in absolutely everyone. Look at that kit. You love to see it. Next season, we're going to play in a new home, away and third. I'm looking forward to putting those in the game. Go on. Nice and early. Right, let's see. Who was that? Lamina is just... Don't take him out. Oh, I didn't want to get countered, and luckily we pushed him to the outside so he couldn't... Oh! So he couldn't counter us effectively. I'm noticing our midfield isn't... There's a disconnect here. These three are all quite far up, and these two are very, very far back. I think that's probably there on defence. So I might put Hanani on support to push him forward a little bit. Let's not go 2-0 down straight, back to back, please. Short passing. I said short passing for a reason. What's that? What was that highlight? Harvey Vale scores again. 2-0 Norwich. What a crap first half. I expect a much better showing. I do. I really do. Mon Lewis on a 6.5. Millard's on a... And no one is playing well. I think that's the key here. Is that nobody is doing a good job. Not even Cordoba. And Millard's hurt. Copping comes on at left back. Fuck it, why not? Demand more. Be more expressive. Work that ball into the box. And let's overlap. Why not? Why not? Stop throwing balls to the wall. John Mitchell can come on. And Canavo can come on as well. I'm going to demand more because we look limp. Come on. We haven't even had a highlight in this second half. Christ. What a boring game of football. What a boring game of football. Well, we're sending a player out on loan, but that doesn't really matter right now. Yeah, look at all those. I'll go through them. But I will see you for... Because this season, again, we're just going to go for mid-table. I showed a lot more last year because it was our first season in the Premier League. Premier League? Championship. I'm going to come back for Crystal Palace and Coventry. The Halloween fixture against Crystal Palace. That'll be a good one. They're a recently relegated side. And Coventry came up with us. So I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you at the recreation ground. Why are we sharing with Aldershot? What's happened to our ground board, please? Oh, it's being expanded. Well, thanks for telling me.